Okay, playing through Generation 1 of Pokemon has made me realize that the game is actually a lot harder than people let it off to be. So I'm playing through Pokemon Yellow through the Recon version, and I have realized that Pikachu is riding the struggle bus. For many people who may or may not know, Bulbasaur and Squirtle are infinitely easier starters than the very popular Charmander. And that's due to some of the early gym leaders with Brock and Misty. Well, if you think about Pikachu and think of it as the fourth starter, Pikachu suffers from the same issue as Charmander, where Charmander is okay against Brock, but completely useless against Misty. And then Pikachu is completely useless against Brock, but like okay against Misty despite being an electric type Pokemon. And I think the reason is because Pikachu's stats are just not good at all. It can't take a hit at all. It doesn't do that much damage. It's just fast. And even when you're fighting against Misty, the Starmie and sometimes the Staryu is still faster than the Pikachu. So you can maybe get a move off. But I learned what really makes Misty so hard in the early game is that in the original games of Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, your critical hit chance was actually tied to the Pokemon's speed stat. So that means the faster your Pokemon is, the higher percentage of a critical attack. Now you combine that with the move like Karate Chop, which has an increased ratio, critical hit ratio, and you're critting like crazy. But you have to think about Misty, where Misty has Starmie, Staryu. Starmie is one of the fastest Pokemon in the entire game, and having a fully evolved Pokemon at level 21 that's super fast and has a move called Bubble Beam, and then mentioning because it's a water Pokemon using a water move, it gets a damage boost, and you have a fast, hard-hitting Pokemon that can hit you with Bubble Beam, get healed by Misty, and then use Recover to heal itself. And you have a hell of a battle on your hands. And I completely forgot about this because when I was playing through earlier, I was getting critted almost every single turn from Starmie. And even though my Pokemon were underleveled at the time, I can admit that, he was critting every single time. So it's funny how broken speed can be in Generation 1 if a Pokemon like Misty, like I said, if a trainer like Misty has a Pokemon like Starmie and it's just sweeping your whole team with ease. But like I said, I'm still in the early game playing Pokemon Yellow, and it's curious to see on how he's going to transition into some of these other trainers. I'm going to fight Lieutenant Surge here on my next stream, but Pikachu it's kind of a struggle. I think once Thunderbolt comes through, it'll be a lot stronger, but using Thunder Shock and Quick Attack as my main moves is not the move. But let me know what y'all think down below about this game. Like, super fun. Like I said, I love the recomp. I love the Gen 1 experience, but what do y'all think of everything below? I'll talk to y'all soon. Deuces. Peace out, y'all.